Do you have a philosophy around communicating monetary policy to financial markets and the private sector?
I'm a big advocate of the transparency that has gripped the Federal Reserve since the 1980s. When I first started at the Fed, the Open Market Committee did not even make an announcement or release a statement about decisions that had been made. They left it to financial markets to divine what the decision was by looking at trading patterns inside short-term overnight interest rate markets. So to go from that to where we are today has been a big journey, and I think an important one. And I think it's just better policymaking to be communicating effectively with the private sector more or less all the time. And as my predecessor Bill Poole would have said, you don't want private sector expectations to get misaligned with committee intentions, and you want to keep those together as much as possible. So, you know, if I had my druthers, I would say continuous policy communication is really the way to go, because new things are happening in the economy every day. The pieces of news that you get on a particular day aren't critically important probably for the long term of the economy, but if you adjust just a little bit every day, then you avoid having to make big adjustments later on.
Can the Fed do more to increase transparency?
Well, I think we could do more. I think we could start with the press conference at every meeting. Another thing about that is I think you want the meetings to be ex ante identical so that the committee can go ahead and make a decision if it's appropriate at that particular meeting. I think we could have a monetary policy report that would be quarterly. I think we could put out a staff forecast and have that be a kind of baseline about what the Fed expects. But I think having that baseline out there is very helpful for financial markets. Also, with a monetary policy report, you can provide more color commentary on various things that are going on in the economy. The Bank of England was a trailblazer in this area with their inflation report, but many other central banks do this kind of thing.